the Nerd Show. Podcast Radio. She's a nerd, he's a nerd, talking about what we know. Nerd Podcast Radio. We're all nerds, we're all nerds. Buckle up, cause here we go. Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio.
Welcome to Nerd Podcast Radio, your nerd home away from home. This is Nerd Podcast Radio. I'm your host, Super Vegan Brian. I'm joined by David. Hey, David.
Hey, everyone.
David and I are alone today.
I know, right?
Isn't that
you
crazy?
you think people would learn that, I at least need supervision most of the time.
Yeah. Erica is somewhere. We're not entirely
doing
sure.
things.
Yeah, doing things. We know they're important, but there's some kind of telepathic block that makes us unable to recognize what they are. We've been told what they are, but we don't really remember. It's strange. It's you just hear static and duck sounds.
Interesting that you're getting duck. I got a cougar call the first time, and then a bear roared at me not too long ago. It was weird.
I just hear cougar calls every time I go outside, but you know.
I mean, that's just because where you live.
Yeah. And Anya is relocated in the space-time. Well, no, relocated in the space continuum.
Yeah, something like that. Yes,
time, I guess.
Something like that, yeah.
And from an editing perspective, it's relocated in the space-time continuum.
Wait, editing? You don't edit.
I want to jump into nerdy things real quick because
Sure.
I was listening to a short, I don't remember the content creator, but I'm sure someone out there listening to this will know the content creator. They were talking about video production. And it was one person talking to, it was one of those videos where they go back and forth between the same person, but you know it's a different person because they're reversed.
Yeah.
And they were saying, did you edit the video production? Yes, I edited it. You edited it? Yes, I edited it. I edited it? You edited it. I edited it. And then it adds a beat.
That's good.
Yeah, because I was thinking, because this episode's going to come out pretty much at the same time another because I was having some editing issues. And I popped into my head that was like, yeah, when I get home, I'll edit it. And then I would have edited it.
But did you edit it?
I didn't. Ed did.
No, okay. Well, as long as someone did.
Yeah, Ed edited it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate that.
Oh, no, it was good. It was good.
My late father-in-law's name is Ed. That just popped into my head. This is unrelated to any of this.
Was it
Rest
just
in
Ed,
peace,
or
Ed.
what did he shorten Edward?
I think he shortened Edward.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Because I actually knew somebody once a long time ago that just was Ed. Wasn't short for anything. It was just Ed.
I knew in New York, I knew a Sally who wasn't Sal. He was just named Sally, which is fine as long as you only live in New York.
Sure.
Do you know what Sally is short for? Is the nickname for in New York?
No.
Salvador.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah. It's probably other states too. It's just New York is where I'm from originally. I'm sure New Jersey has plenty of Salvadors. Maybe Chicago might have Salvadors too.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they do. It's not as common of a name nowadays, but...
What about you? What's nerdy with you?
Yeah, not too much. The holidays time, everything kind of slows down a little bit, gearing up for Strategicon in February, trying to get my gaming in where I can, hanging out with friends, meeting up with good friends, trying to keep existing campaigns going. I really haven't been doing too much nerdy stuff above and beyond what I already do, which apparently is more dirty than most people, but I've already talked to death about the stuff I do every day.
You're doing healthy things because your profile is shrinking on camera.
Oh, yeah. I am.
We appreciate that.
I am definitely still running the marathon of losing weight, down to about 85-ish pounds now so far, and still counting.
Congratulations.
Yeah, starting to plateau, but it's getting cold and it's harder to exercise. So I still walk around where I can, but I haven't been dedicating time to actually getting out and being as active as I should be. But
Heather and I got a second gym membership because the one we get for free at my work it's just too far away.
Well, fair. That makes a lot of sense. And it's nice to get it for free, but there's a gym at my work I could use for free too, but it's at my work.
We are traveling to that far off world called fitness, where they have an alarm that goes off if you clank the weights.
Oh, wow.
Planet Fitness.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Neat.
They have the alarm, It has been a very long time since I have heard one of those alarms go off. It seems
Oh.
like the staff have gotten very complacent with behavior.
I've never been to a Planet Fitness, so I wouldn't know.
Years ago, I went to a Planet Fitness and they used to be very strict about gym bro behavior,
Ah,
but now they don't seem to give a shit.
trying to keep
They
the muscleheads out.
advertise, yeah, they advertise as being against it, so it's a comfortable place to go work out, but there's plenty of grunts and slams and people doing stupid stuff on machines going on.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think I've ever been to a gym where that stuff wasn't going on.
Yeah. I one thing you will never see at a Planet Fitness though, and people don't really talk. It's not
Hmm.
there's no groups of people egging each other on. You don't
When I
really
was
have
when I
that.
was going to 24-hour fitness years and years ago, that was the same thing. No one really, everyone had, their earphones in or their headphones on, and no one talked to anybody about anything.
Yeah. And all the bench presses are self-spotting. You don't need
Yeah.
to get another person to help you. And yeah.
Yeah. Or there might be just two guys that are doing that, and that's all they're spotting each other. That's all they're doing.
Well, you can't really spot. Well, I guess you can spot someone on the bench press, but it's a safety bench press.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not a free like the bar
It's
doesn't
not a,
come
it's not a
off of
free
it.
bar.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah.
I do like back in the day, I do like some. I nerd out on some of the machines because there's some pretty cool stuff, and every machine now has a QR code on it, and you
Oh,
can
okay,
get the
neat.
YouTube video for the machine by scanning the QR code.
That makes a lot of sense. Because that was one of the things I hated about going to the gym is I went there and I was looking at these things. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to use this thing?
Oh, Heather and I like there have been a number of times where she'll use a machine and then I'll use the machine and she'll be like, I did it completely different than you did. Which one of us did it wrong?
Yeah, right. Seriously. I know. Oh, it's terrible. It's like, no, you're supposed to put your knees this way. Oh, okay. That's a completely different exercise than what I was doing.
The reversible machines are the ones that are tough because like a fly machine, you can change the bars to go either you
Yeah.
face into the seat and go back, or you face away from the seat and go forward.
Yeah. I was doing back butterflies on one of those machines, and the one of the couple of times I had a trainer because it was a free session or whatever. He was astounded by the amount of weight I could pull all the way forward and back. He was
Oh
like, "Oh
wow.
my God!" It's like, dude, I'm huge. What do you want?
I have this issue where certain upper body muscles are very, very strong and certain upper body muscles are extremely weak.
Yeah, no, I'm
So
kind of the same boat.
I will go on one machine and do 50 to 70, and then I'll go to the next machine and do 20. And it's like I've had people give me odd looks because they'll see me lift pretty heavy weights on one machine and then do muscles that aren't too far apart from each other. And I
Right?
can't lift anything on it
Oh, yeah, it's like me.
because,
I'm over there crushing backs, and I go to the pull bars, and I'm doing 20s, and I'm getting winded. It's like, oh
yeah,
my God.
I have been training muscles for sword work. I've been playing with sword work again, been doing some
Fun.
stuff. I'm working, I'm taking baby steps and trying not to hurt myself because I want to get back into it.
I
And
mean, you'd never let a baby have a sword. That's just stupid.
That's funny. I yeah, only a wooden one, right? Um
I've always loved that Hogfather comic joke about the Christmas Dev. It's a sword. That's date. It's education. She can hurt herself. It's educational. That would be a good lesson.
yeah,
It's a sword. It's not meant to be
it's
safe.
sharp. She could cut herself. She would learn
Yeah,
not to.
yeah, that would be a good lesson.
I love Hogfather.
Oh, it was so
So,
good.
listeners, Hogfather is a Terry Pratchett story in the world of Ringworld.
Yeah, I think it's Ringworld. Yeah,
Yeah, and it is cool.
there's a lot of good content there. It's a lot of fun.
Is it Ringworld or Discworld? It's
One of
Ringworld,
the
right?
no, Ringworld was
Ringworld is
no, Discworld is what you're thinking of, I think.
Discworld. That I have Google.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say now I have to look this up. My brain's foggy. Damn you nerdisms! I know too much. It
It's
all bleeds
Discworld. Terry
together.
Pratchett did
Okay,
Discworld.
yeah.
I know
No,
somebody
Ringworld
was
is something else entirely different.
person who is screaming at me in the future. I heard you. I heard you. It's probably Holly.
Yeah, no. Ringworld is something else. And if I remember correctly, Ringworld was Larry Niven, if memory serves.
Yeah.
And Ringworld is
Ringworld
unstable.
is with the river and the
Yeah,
and all the people from history.
Yeah. The giant ring that has all the different all
Yeah.
the different planet faces. Yeah. The ring world is unstable. The
Well,
engineers are crying out.
have we asked the what was your favorite book when you were a kid question? Or
Uh,
like what age? Well, like fourth
not
grade.
that I can remember.
What was your favorite book in fourth grade? Do you remember?
Fourth grade, I was reading Animorphs, man.
Yeah.
As quick as I could get them. I love those Cade Applegate novels were awesome.
Yeah.
I read most of them. I don't have them anymore, but I've read most of them. And
Yeah,
she's not a turf unlike other children's book authors.
I read Cheaper by the Dozen and Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Jurassic Park, the kids book they made off the movie or the actual novel by
It was the
Crichton.
actual novel
Oh wow.
because
Okay.
the actual novel was released on Scholastic. I got a lot of books off Scholastic,
Wow. I didn't know
but
that. Okay.
the
Interesting.
original Jurassic
Wow.
Park
Really?
was distributed by Scholastic.
To be fair, your fourth grade was a long time before my fourth grade.
I mean, what was it, 4 or 5 years?
What year were you in fourth
What's our
grade?
difference? What's our difference? I'm
I,
79 born.
so you're 7 years older than me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
7 years, I
that's a
guess,
long
is
time.
almost a decade. So, yeah, they did do Jurassic Park through Scholastic. I am guessing it was a higher grade than me.
It would have had to have been.
Yeah,
That's not what I would call an easy book. I mean, it's a great book. The whole science fiction world he weaves for that is awesome, and it's continued in the Lost World, and it's a lot of fun.
yeah. Oh, I read all of them. I did not. I was gonna read. I never read any other Michael Crichton though.
Oh, he's got a lot of good ones.
I wanted to
Andromeda
read
Strain was
Prey. I
fun.
probably should read Prey
Prey
now.
was fun. Congo was interesting. And surprisingly, the movie followed the book very closely.
Congo? Was
Yeah.
the book not good? Because the movie definitely wasn't good.
Yeah, no, the book wasn't great. But the book makes more
Okay.
sense than the movie does.
Okay.
The movie doesn't make a lot of sense either.
So neither of them are very good, but they made a movie out of it because of Michael
The
Crichton.
movie followed the book very closely, which was
That's
surprising
crazy.
for a movie because that book is so fucking weird at the end. Lasers and intelligent giant monkeys. Oh God.
What?
Andromeda Strain's another good one. That was he also not Contagion. Andromeda Strain was part of it, but I think there was another one, a Contagion or something like that. He wrote that was the basis for another movie that was about a viral outbreak.
I remember when I was a kid, I read A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah.
I couldn't retain A Wrinkle in Time.
Mm.
It was too confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that series.
I remember names of characters, but that's about it.
Yeah, that whole series. Yeah.
So since we're kind of merging nerdy thing and everything else, I watched the first part of Stranger Things.
Oh, okay, the new one.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Hmm. I'm not gonna
Um,
lie, I haven't seen like the last two seasons, so
yeah, a lot of people did that.
I don't know. The I think it was season three was great, and I enjoyed it, and then I just never watched four when it came out.
Yeah. Season four is probably the best one.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never had the motivation personally to watch it, and like if
I
someone came over and said, "Hey, let's watch it," I'd have watched it, but.
Well, there's a big thing. I never thought you would have watched season four because season four, I think, is the most horrific of all of them.
Yeah, which
It's
is again what I heard, and probably
yeah,
definitely helped
where
stop me from diving into it like some people would.
the first one is very heavily influenced by the first one is heavily influenced by like E.T.
Yeah,
and then this and the Goonies and
yeah. The
stuff.
first one's definitely a boy and his monster.
And then the second one is very influenced by a lot of 80s things involving malls and stuff and like
Yeah,
Um,
there's also a hint of Alien in there too.
and oh, what's that movie with the kids fighting Russians?
Oh, Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. There's a
Yeah.
ton of Red Dawn influence,
Oh yeah.
and then you got and the third one is same thing. It's very Cold War movies, Rocky and stuff like that. And
Yeah, 100%.
the
And like I said, I
the
never actually
fourth
saw
season
four. So
is heavily influenced in Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah.
Heavily influenced, and it was shocking how close it is.
Hmm.
At the big, I would even tell you probably not a good idea to watch it because I remember watching just the first few scenes of season four, and I went, "Holy fuck! I did not expect this to be so graphic."
Yeah, pretty sure that's what colored my a friend of mine watched the first episode and goes, "Wow, they really dipped into the horror genre." And I was like, "Okay, that's
Yeah,
probably not, I'm just not gonna watch that." And I haven't. So,
where the fifth season seems to be more like fantasy adventure.
oh, okay.
Yeah, where the
Neat.
fourth season was very scary.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like never-ending story and stuff like that. The fourth season I've seen so far.
I don't know. I also couldn't quite forgive the show for killing Sean Astin. So
Oh yeah, I
Sean
agree.
Austin. So
That's hard. That's hard. Do you like Linda Hamilton?
yeah.
Yeah, she's in the fifth season.
Oh, okay, neat.
Yeah, she plays a villain. Just FYI.
I love it.
Yeah. I watched Resident Alien and she was really good on that. I would recommend that show to you.
That show, I've seen a few episodes and it's amazing. I just have yet to sit down and start watching the whole thing, and I should.
That
I
show,
love Alan Tudyk. He's an amazing actor. I love that guy.
there is a scene on that show where they brought in this female comedian to improv with him.
Hmm.
And the scene was supposed to be like, you act like you're going to regurgitate the food into my mouth and we'll cut.
Oh.
They did it. Both of them committed to it. And they were like putting fingers in each other's mouths and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Well,
Like,
that's how
they
you know.
went
That's how you know.
far.
That's how you know they're friends.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were both supposed to be playing aliens, so it was supposed to be weird behavior. But I mean, oh my God, they went far. Yeah, I really like that show. I think that might be one of the better sci-fi shows in the last few years.
I
And
agree wholeheartedly.
they're already talking about maybe doing a movie special for it because
Nice.
the finale was so well received.
That show is. I mean, the concept for that show is just amazing.
They
And
decided to quit while they were ahead because sci-fi shows like that are so dangerous to keep
yeah,
them
no,
running.
100%. Yeah, you can jump the shark so easily. But Tudyk is just such an amazing actor. I don't think anybody else could have done that justice the way he
So
did.
some nerd news coming up, and you just kind of give me like on a scale of 1 to 10 your excitement level on these.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna cough real quick.
Okay. See, unlike Brian, I don't bother muting my coughs because I don't usually get enough of a warning ahead of time that they're coming. Where seems to be dying. All right, if you want to see Brian choke to death and die on his screen, go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio and you can get access to our video feed of our episodes and access to our Discord channel where we chat and share stories and fuck around all the time.
Eyes are watering because I was laughing so hard after I did that. So for listeners, I will give a brief description of what happened if you don't want to subscribe.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah,
I started off, I was coughing really hard, and then I hit myself in the chest because I have congestion. I was sick during Thanksgiving week. And then I was like, David's watching me and he's like laughing a bit. So I started punching myself in the face.
Oh, it quickly went from "Are you okay?" to "Oh, you're being absurd." Okay. Like I was genuinely concerned for a second. I was like, "Oh, he's hamming it up." All right, never mind.
Oh, I like coughed and bit my hand at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that was good. See what happens when it's just the two of us? This is why we need supervision.
I want to get a clip of you saying, "Oh, Brian's died," and then you just start cracking
Oh,
up.
Brian's dying.
Oh,
Oh man.
I had the hiccups for the first time in years yesterday.
Oh wow. Interesting.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Your diaphragm betrayed you.
ladies and gentlemen, and other associated pronouns and adjectives, I quit vaping, and I imagine there's going to be all sorts of unexpected consequences of that.
How long ago?
A day.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, cold turkey sucks. I mean, the whole point of vaping
I've
was
been
to
weaning. I've been weaning.
Good.
So it just got to the point where it's like, okay, time to stop.
Well, when I was actually smoking, I got up to almost half a pack a day. And when I started vaping, I started on the highest juices, and I worked my way down to the 6%, then the 3%. Then I started hitting the zeros, and then after about 2 months of hitting the zeros, I just stopped completely, and I haven't been touching the nicotine vapes ever since.
I never got to zeros, and maybe I should have done that.
Yeah. And it took almost 2 years to go from the 18s all the way down to zeros. It
Yeah,
took 2 years. It was not a calf rope.
we'll see
It
what I
was a long
decide to
time,
do.
but yeah, it's
I
nice so you can finally take all your batteries for your box mod and your batteries and go put them away.
Yeah, I left it. I left it in my drawer at work.
Well, I actually the box mod I had was a nice one and was relatively new, and I had a bunch of batteries for it, so I actually sold them to somebody because they wanted them for themselves.
So I was letting out the hosts know in our private Discord channel about this, and my main motivation was money. And I'm not poor because of it. I mean, I would have quit a long time ago if we were, but I was like, wow, I'm spending $60 a month on this.
Yeah, it's a
And
lot more than you'd think it
and there's
is.
like a combination of things. One, it was privilege because I whenever I notice that I'm doing something wasteful like that, I'm like, "Ooh, that's other people could not afford to do that." And then the other thing I
Yep.
was thinking, I was like, I should do something much more responsible with that money.
Yes,
And I think
putting it in the shoebox of your super weapon fund is a good idea.
Date Night Fund is much more responsible. Super Weapon Fund is much more responsible. I like Camera Fund. I mean, I
Yeah.
can never afford lenses, and I could afford lenses if I saved that money. I would love to get a $2,500 lens, and it would only take 3 years to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, probably 1.5 because we would just spend the difference, but still. Oh, excuse me. Now, the coughing doesn't have anything to do with the vaping, folks. The coughing was, I got really sick last week. I had the flu. And
Yeah.
sometimes when I have the flu, I could be congested for 3 months.
So sick that we actually put off recording this for 5 days so he would hopefully feel better.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
that's right. We're recording this on Friday, the week
I wasn't-
after we should have recorded it.
I wasn't sick on Sunday, but I didn't. I mean, we had to get everything ready for the week at like my mother-in-law left from Thanksgiving weekend at like 11, and I was like,
You,
we have the afternoon to do all our shopping and clean the house.
I would like you to note that when you asked if we could do this a different day, my immediate response was, yeah, sure. It's not like I gave you a hard time about having to postpone.
Oh no, nobody did. Erica was like, we're decorating for the holidays, so we're not gonna be. I don't want to be there.
Right. I was just like, yeah, it's my Sunday. I'm not doing anything anyway, so fuck it. So I started playing a new game. Last year, I fell in love with Power Wash Simulator. Well, a couple of months ago, Power Wash Simulator 2 came out.
No kidding.
Yeah, they updated the graphics engine, so the water, when it pours off the glass, looks spectacular.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's a great way to waste time and try and turn your brain off.
I haven't been playing anything new. I played a little bit of Pirate Outlaws,
Oh,
but I
nice.
was like, holy shit, this game is pay to win. I don't like that. And it was really, really fun, but you have to grind to get everything. And it was like just I got bored with it. I played on a play to win. That is one thing I tried a couple of weeks ago. I played on a pay to win Minecraft server for a little bit. And
How is it pay to win?
it's 100% grindable, but you could spend $35 or like $50 and get everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you could grind it. It just takes a long time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know what you mean then. Okay.
Now I was playing it. I was really into it, and then I listened to a podcast that talked about it, and that podcast went, "Yeah, I saw somebody playing it that had the end game gear and they didn't have it that morning. They just bought it." And I just stopped playing it immediately after I heard that.
Yeah, I can completely understand that. I've had people invite me to play like WoW private servers in WoW, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but then I can just enter in a dev code and get whatever I want." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's not fun. That defeats the entire purpose of playing the game."
The only time the only time I think it's acceptable to do that is when you're theory craft.
Sure.
Yeah, like I imagine there are plenty of people who theory craft using dev codes.
It wouldn't surprise me. Speaking of WoW, though, recently the housing patch just dropped. So finally, much like Final Fantasy XIV did 7 years ago, WoW has introduced individual player housing where you can customize your own little house you live in. And
Is it in the world or is it
Yeah,
like in another dimension?
it went live. Yeah, it's in the world. It's their neighborhoods.
How do
Uh,
they do that?
The Horde gets one, the Alliance get one. They're generalized based on which major city you're next to. The Horde one right now is outside of Orgrimmar, so it's orc themed. The Alliance one right now is outside of Stormwind, so it's human themed. But
Do
there
they
are
run out of space?
no. It creates so they have it set up into these neighborhoods that have 50 plots designated on them, and then whenever a neighborhood fills, it shards and creates another neighborhood. and there's an infinite number of neighborhoods.
Infinite generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the way Final Fantasy does it. Only instead of capping the number of neighborhoods like Final Fantasy did, at least I believe that's what they did at one point. I don't know if they still do, but they didn't do that in WoW. So everybody can, at least as long as it loads. They've had volume issues when it first launched on Tuesday, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be really cool.
Yeah, I never really played much with I did play Final Fantasy 14 for a while, but I never really got into the whole housing thing. It was difficult to break into because there were only a certain number of spots, and there were lotteries for when spots would open up. People would get them, and you'd have to wait on waiting lists and put bunches of in-game money in escrow, and it was. I didn't even bother. But from my understanding, WoW, the way the WoW housing is functioning is a lot like that. They just don't have the limit or cap on it that the Final Fantasy team did. So,
The only MMOs I've ever played were WoW,
mm-hmm,
Perfect World International. A lot of people call that PWI,
mm-hmm.
and EverQuest
Okay, neat.
when it came out.
Good old Evercrack.
Yep. I can't believe people still play it.
I can't either. That's insane.
Yeah. RuneQuest is like RuneQuest released their first new skill in like forever.
Interesting. I didn't
Yeah,
even know that
just
game was
recently.
still
People
going.
are advertising it.
I didn't even know that game was still going. Jesus.
I just recently learned that Heather used to play it. I've never touched it. Like
Yeah,
I
me neither. I'd
haven't
never.
had anything. I mean, yes, I would have been interested, but I never got into it. Like I never. It didn't come to me at the time that I would have played it.
Yeah.
But I think I remember a time where everyone was playing RuneQuest, and then it got replaced by a different game. I think it was Skyrim.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I've never really been a console gamer much, so
Was
I never got
RuneQuest a console game? I thought
it was
PC.
not, but it was in the style of a lot of the old JRPGs that came out, and I never really got into those
Oh.
because I wasn't a console gamer. So I never really I never got into RuneQuest. I didn't play it. I played StarCraft, and I played I played the other end of the PC games. I played a lot of Counter-Strike and Day of Defeat and all that stuff back when it was, still I started playing Counter-Strike. I started playing Counter-Strike and Day of Defeat back when they were still mods for Half-Life before they became their own games.
Oh, I keep saying RuneQuest. I mean RuneScape.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I kept saying it wrong too. Again, I never really
I'm
played it.
correcting it for well, RuneQuest is a game. It's just not a video game.
Really?
Yeah, RuneQuest is a TTRPG.
Huh. I did not know that. Neat.
I had heard rumors from a few different people that it's the TTRPG that Robin Williams played.
Huh.
He played GURPS too, from what I understand. But just
GURPS is
because
fun.
a few people told me that doesn't mean it's
Fair. GURPS is fun. Can be. Depends on who you're playing and what game you're in and all that fun stuff, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, RuneQuest was released by Chaosium, the people who did Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, the only TTRPG where the only way to truly win is to not actually play.
Yeah. No, the only way to truly win is not
To
play.
not actually play. Yeah.
RuneQuest actually came out in 78.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yowza. Oh, I don't know if I told you at the last convention in September at Strategicon, someone at the swap meet tables had a sealed new in box complete AD&D black box of one of the adventure paths. I've got it out in my car.
I would love to see an original D&D rules, but the one where you had to buy chainmail
Oh, yeah.
and Wilderness Adventures Wilderness Adventures where you had to get both games.
Yeah, way back in the days.
But
Yeah, we're
D&D
talking
came out in
we're talking the
74.
Thaco. Yeah, we're talking the Thaco days.
Well, the original D&D didn't even have that. I think it just had 2 hit tables.
I think so.
And then so 74 would have been the original set where it wasn't even a complete game and they only sold like 1,000 of them. And then 78 would have been RuneQuest. Yeah, that would have been 78. But I've actually there were a few games like Rollmaster is one that heavily inspired D&D 3 3rd edition and 3.5.
Okay, I believe it.
Like they were doing 1d20 over a difficulty class long before 3rd
Right.
edition.
Okay, neat. Nice to know where the new standards came from because yeah, AD&D and 3rd edition were completely different on how they did all of that. I mean, 3rd edition was a completely different game basically.
Yeah, I remember when we saw, oh, you have to roll a d20 over a number. How come they haven't always been doing this? I remember thinking that like right away, like holy shit, this is
Oh,
it
I
was
know.
I think it was the first system that you just read and you understood right away.
It was very intuitive, as where the old system, like the THACO system, does not make much actual sense. You really have to think about it to get it to where
Thaco isn't hard.
it's not
It
hard, but
just it
it
needs
is
to be
not
explained.
it's not intuitive.
Yeah.
It's definitely counter to the way you think of things usually.
I
At
do
least
have
in
to
my
say
experience.
it's true that I don't think I ever read the second edition rules. I think I only learned them from someone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like when I played second edition, what's funny is Thaco was the simplification of the two hit tables.
Yeah.
I had a long talk with Jeff Grubb and Ed Greenwood at a PaizoCon
Nice.
in 2012, and both of them, I asked them about Thaco and stuff, and they both said most of the time what we did is a player said they wanted to do something. We told them to roll a die, and then we would just decide if it worked.
I'm not gonna lie, I do that sometimes anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I watched Greenwood run a game, and it was the loosiest goosiest thing I've ever seen. Where he's
Nice.
just, I want to do this. Okay, roll a d20.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Am I
Yeah.
adding anything to that? No, just roll a d20 and tell me what you got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, tell me what you get. Yeah, all right, cool. This happens.
Also notice that a lot of those people who play, they don't sit, and a lot of the old school GMs, they don't do it anymore. But when they ran games when they were younger, they did it behind a body screen. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I've never heard about the do it from
A lot
another
of the
room, but
I've never.
I've
heard
definitely
about
seen the
other
people
room.
that have like they'll even
screen
set up
that
like the
covers your
3 ring
whole body.
binders and just covers everything.
Yeah, I did that. But like a lot of early GMs, they would have a DM screen that they basically hid behind it.
Yeah.
Like you did never see their face.
I mean, to be fair, I know some players that do that. So,
Yeah, but it's a phone, right?
or a laptop screen, one of the
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
I like a screen. I really, really enjoy running in person.
Oh, oftentimes the good screen has a lot of good information on them, and it helps for have some of those tables easily at hand because a lot of that stuff is you have to go digging into the you have to go digging into the hardcore meat of some books to find the actual rulings and charts. So having that stuff easily at hand is quite nice.
Yeah, I would love to play on one of those tables that you can move a token on it, or you could put a miniature on it, and when you move the miniature, the token moves.
Oh, have like an actual motion capture? Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the company, but I've met a few of those people.
It's a type of projector. Basically, it projects
Yeah.
a touch screen. Basically,
I
yeah.
guess.
See, Bird agrees.
Yeah.
Knows I'm right.
You want cuddles? No? Okay. Yeah, I watched the reason why I think it was partly Stranger Things got me thinking about older editions,
Mhm.
except in an episode they said you're
Well, because
you're
they're
more like
playing third edition, and
they're not playing third
well,
edition.
They're playing a Hollywood version of third edition in the first season. So
They're in the 70s. They're supposed to be playing advanced D&D.
it's not the
Or,
70s.
the
It's
80s.
the
They're supposed to
early
be playing-
80s.
In the early 80s they're supposed to be playing advanced D&D. Third
Okay,
edition
fine.
didn't come out till 2000.
Seriously? No.
Yeah,
No.
look it up.
No way.
Look it up.
What? No
I'm
way. 3.5 came out in 2003.
Yeah, third edition came out in August of 2000.
Son of a bitch. I didn't realize it was that late. All right, never mind.
Yeah,
I feel really old now.
yeah,
Okay, yes, you're right. They were playing AD&D, but still, or they were playing their version of AD&D.
yeah, they would have been playing first edition. I think what the writers did is they changed some of the terminology to fifth edition terminology so people
Make
can
it more
understand.
friendly, yeah.
Yeah, but second edition didn't come out till 89.
Wow. Okay. My timetable is way off then. I thought those dates were a lot different. That's impressive. Wow.
So David is now going to talk while I put a cover on the birdcage and see if that works.
Okay. Yeah, I will talk about something. Let's see. Yeah, the latest Jim Butcher Dresden Files book, 12 Months, is coming out in January. I already got my Audible pre-order and I can't wait. I've actually really, really enjoyed listening to the whole series on Audible because it's one of those things I never really got into. But now that I have the ability to, listen uninterrupted for long periods of time, it's great. I don't know what's going on with Brian's thing. He was going to put a cover on the bird, but then he stopped and started staring at the bird, and now he's fixing to put I don't know what he's doing. He's being weird. Anywho, yeah, so we're gonna pretend like I was saying lots of intelligent thing when he puts his headphones back on, just because I think it's funny. He might even actually listen to this and cut it just because, I don't know. We'll find out when the episode like, hey, Eddie's back. All right.
I
Bird,
think
bird,
he
calm
was-
down.
I had moved the trash can, and I think he was having a. Never mind. So, listeners, parrots are very complicated pets. And before this episode, I was in a training session with a parrot trainer.
Apparently, you pissed off your parrot.
Oh, no, this is normal behavior. And this is the worst he's been on the podcast, but this is pretty normal behavior. It's also past his bedtime and he wants to go to bed. And he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't
Then
want to.
put the cover on.
I've never tried it with the light on. We'll see. Let's do this again.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So again, if patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio, you can watch Brian try and put a cover over his bird while the lights are still on and pretend like it's nighttime, even though it's not. Mwahaha. Kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, hopefully Brian will cut the second part because this is going to be quite dull for the episode if he doesn't. I do think it's kind of funny though. Another good nerd thing I found recently. I found I got a friend of mine at work that also plays 40K, so getting that started. All right.
He's going to start screaming again as soon as I start talking.
Not if you're not over enthusiastic.
Yeah, I've never tried this before. Maybe it's a good idea.
Haha. Brilliant.
Yeah. That I think this is the universe saying be more patient when Anya's children make noise. I think I'm pretty patient, but I think it's the universe way of saying I'm not patient enough. So patrons, listeners, thanks for sticking with us, even though there's a screaming monster behind me.
Yeah, you definitely might want to go back in through and actually edit this one and take that second one out because it was mostly just dead air. I ran out of things to talk about.
Well, I cut out dead air every time.
Okay, well, good, because you should still, at least go back and look at it.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not going to cut it out on the video.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured as much, but...
Yeah, but the audio, and I have 100% confidence that the silence truncator cuts out dead air.
Okay. Well, it's not also dead air. It's me just, mugging and saying stupid things, so...
Well, it'll be you mugging and saying stupid things with no space in between them. It might be entertaining. I have to say, every single time I'm like, I wonder if what I said is going to sound dumb, and then I listen it back after I run my macros, and I'm like, that didn't sound bad at all.
Okay, well, I'm not worried.
It's so
about
weird.
Yeah, we're our own harshest critic, so
yeah. I'm okay. So I actually asked you a question before we tangented off. I was going to say I'm going to mention some stuff coming up, and you tell me how excited about it you are.
Oh yeah.
I actually remembered. That's shocking.
Haha.
Avatar, the fire one.
Don't care.
Yeah.
I never even saw the water one. Don't care.
I am excited to see it.
Why?
Not because I love those movies. I do find them entertaining, but I'm excited to see it because my wife effing loves those movies.
Okay,
And
I can
am
understand that.
Very excited to see her see it because
I can understand that.
she gets Star Wars level excited over the Avatar movies.
Awesome.
Or Dresden Files excited over the Avatar movies. So it's wonderful to see her nerd out like that.
I'm happy. That's awesome. I do not have that reaction. So
Well,
look, I saw the first one. They called the fucking ore unobtainium.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an inside joke.
And
they said the quiet part out loud.
And somehow those movies left absolutely no impact on pop culture. It's impossible to quote them.
I know, right? Well, that's not true. That's not true. The whole head braid flying thing was a meme for years.
Was it?
Yes. The Cleveland show had bits about his son cosplayed as they're around.
I have heard similar, like we should have sex like they do on Pandora. I've heard jokes like that.
Yeah, so they do get memed around. They're not the pop culture hit that, Star Wars is, but...
I think a great Family Guy cutaway would be like, we should do it they do in Pandora, and then just have two people tie their ponytails together and then just run in opposite directions.
Yes.
Yeah, just end it with a couple of heads cracking together and people getting knocked out. I mean, that's a great way to end a Family Guy cutaway.
Oh, that's good, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It bothered me that intimacy in the movie was conveyed by tying the tails together.
Yeah.
And also it was how you control the horse.
Yeah. and how you controlled anything.
Yeah.
You melded your minds together.
Yeah.
So not only did they have sex, but they also fucked in the brain too.
Yeah.
Their brains were touching.
Yeah. That your brain could be touching a horse too.
Oh yeah, it was, and he enjoyed it. He enjoyed every
Now,
minute of it.
now
See,
the
the thing
dragon,
though
I
is
was
the thing
okay
is
with
though
them
is
making that sound sexual, but
see,
with the horse, it
the thing is though, you don't choose the horse chooses you.
yes.
The ultimate consent.
Yeah, the tails have to fit together. I'm sorry.
So am I. It's funny though.
I was really I actually do want to see Predator, Badlands, and Running Man in the theater, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to because something came up on the day I was supposed to see it.
The last Predator movie I saw was Predators, the one where they sent a bunch of people to this weird planet and they were being hunted by predators. And
God, I love that movie.
that was a great movie. Don't get me wrong. That was the last one I saw that was any good. The
I would
last
recommend-
couple of Predator movies have not been great.
I would recommend Prey. I think you would enjoy Prey.
Okay.
Prey is it's very on theme with the first Predator,
Okay.
but think of a really good movie about Native Americans and throw one of those aliens in there.
Kinky. Okay.
They did it well.
Okay.
And
I dig it. Makes
one of
sense
the
too.
things that I think you would appreciate is they backdated the Predator's technology a tiny bit.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I
They
do
didn't
like
make
that.
them primitive,
Right,
but they
they're not
did
as
show
advanced.
that there was
Yeah.
development. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was neat that it wasn't just the same technology.
Yeah, no, I love when they do. I love when stuff does shit like that. It makes it believable that this happened in the past. Okay,
Like they hadn't developed the helmet yet, so they wore a skull on their head.
that's cool. Okay, all right, I'll check it out then. Because I don't know.
Yeah, Prey is really, really good. And then I understand I've seen some clips from Predator Badlands, and it looks really good,
Okay.
but don't expect the same thing you would expect from a Predator movie because the main character is a predator.
Ah, right. Okay.
But I understand. I've talked to everyone who I've talked to has seen it, has said it was extremely good. I don't want to tell you anything about it.
It's one of those. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. Well, maybe I'll check it out when it gets out of theaters.
It crosses over with the Aliens universe,
Mm-hmm.
but there were no xenomorphs in the movie.
Nice.
The
Good.
crossover is Wayland Mutani, and there's a synthetic played by Elle Fanning.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's also the first Predator movie based in the future.
Neat.
Yeah. There's some neat stuff. Yeah.
Giving rise to a future Alien sequel where a predator just randomly shows up.
Do you know the significance to it being Wayland Mutani and not just Wayland Corporation?
No,
Mutani is a corporation from Blade Runner.
I didn't know that.
I thought it would be a cool thing to cross over the universes because same director.
Kinky.
Yeah.
Terrifying and kinky.
Yeah. So yeah, I really want to see Early and Badlands. I really want to see The Running Man. I have seen a lot of reviews that say things like The Running Man was amazing. We should remake more bad movies.
So that's the problem. I like the first Running Man.
I do
lot.
too. I don't think The Running Man was bad, but what they mean by remake bad movies is maybe add some more substance to some popcorn movies like they did with The Running Man.
I guess.
Throw a director like Edgar Wright at a popcorn movie.
Yeah, the thing though is those popcorn movies don't need that substance. They're glomming fat into something that doesn't need it.
But there's
as
a
good as it
difference
was.
between adding substance.
That's like saying I'm gonna remake Commando and I'm gonna shoehorn in a love triangle that doesn't mean anything.
Well, I guess maybe the better thing to say is don't remake popcorn movies. Just let Edgar Wright do whatever the fuck he wants to do and enjoy the stuff he makes. Maybe that's
I'll
the
give you
better
that.
thing to say.
I'll give you that.
Because the dude can't make a bad movie. Have you seen Baby Driver?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that movie's great.
Okay. Yeah. Some music.
Oh yeah, that movie was awesome. See, I like watching weird, movies that other mainstream people think are weird. I enjoy watching those. I see a lot of art films and a lot of foreign movies.
You know what I consider one of the best made movies ever, and a lot of people disagree with me on this.
What?
The first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
No, I agree. It's actually a great movie.
Especially the intro.
Oh yeah, it's so well done.
All the New Yorkers eating pizza. but I'm biased.
Fair. I mean, as far as comic book adaptations, the fact that they weren't using the cartoons and stuff as the inspiration for the film, it was actually very faithful to the source material. The problem is the source material was not what everyone thought of when they thought of the Ninja Turtles. They thought of the fucking cartoons. So
You
that's why
know,
it bombed so hard. They didn't
wi-
think it was
at
going to
the
be that
age
hardcore and that noirish.
at the age I was when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, I did have those graphic novels.
See, I didn't. I was
Yeah.
born in '86. I grew up with the cartoon. My Ninja Turtles were cartoons and ate pizza and said things like radical.
When did the cartoon come out? Because
That
I
was, I
started.
think, early '90s. Give me a second.
No, it came out in the 80s.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was '87. Okay, the first year, so '87. So I
Yeah, so
remember watching it.
I would have been
I
in second grade when it
Yeah.
first came
So
out.
I grew up with it as a kid, and I grew up watching them into the early '90s. I basically went from watching Ninja Turtles to watching Power Rangers. That was pretty much the extent of my what I remember growing up as a kid watching. It was it was Ninja Turtles, GI Joes, and then Power Rangers. That was my childhood right there.
So I saw the original pilot in 87 and then watched the show when it came out in 88
Okay.
because it
I,
came
I
out like a year later. Like the show came out a year after they had aired the pilot.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that. I do remember I had 7 or 8 VHS tapes that had 3 or 4 episodes on them, and I would watch
Um,
those on repeat as a kid. So
I remember I saw the pilot when I was a kid, and then my parents took me to Manhattan, and I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the wall at a comic book store,
nice.
and they bought me a bunch of black and white comics.
Oh wow,
Um,
those comics are
also,
dark.
and to give you an idea of my memory, also Silver Surfer. That was the first time I discovered Silver Surfer.
Damn.
Yeah, my memory is weird. It was at South Street Seaport in Manhattan, and I was 7.
Nice.
I have a very strange memory. Yeah. It is I'm not showing off because it's not reliable. Yeah, I remember what we had for lunch that day. It's so weird because I do not have an eidetic memory at all, but I
Mm.
do have
Yeah, what was the
sometimes
weather? What was the
little
weather
things.
like?
It was cold
Yeah, exactly. So you
because
can remember the weather.
yeah, it was also South Street Seaport, so there was lots of arcade stuff going on.
Nice.
I have really, really strong memories of going to Nathan's Arcade when I was little and playing the original arcade Donkey Kong and stuff like that, and
Nice.
playing Street Fighter 1 when they did Street Fighter 1
The
on the
OG.
long monitor that was like a panoramic landscape monitor.
Nice.
It was weird. And then they
Yeah.
went away from it and did 4 to 3 on Street Fighter 2.
Oh, neat.
Street Fighter 1 was not a successful game. Street Fighter 2 was just a try again. We have better technology, we can do it better.
I don't remember seeing a Street Fighter one. My youngest memories of arcades were the Street Fighter 2, Namco versus Capcom.
I think 7 years age difference is big.
Yeah.
I remember going to a steakhouse with my parents and playing the tabletop Pac-Man games.
Oh wow. I remember
Um,
going to a Pizza Hut that was old and playing the tabletop Pac-Man game at the Pizza Hut because it was old and it only cost a quarter.
a lot of the arcades had like the bowling alley. I do run into the bowling alley in places sometimes. Have you ever seen the bowling alley game where it's like this long thing that sat at the end of the arcade and you rolled like a little ball and it knocked the pins down? It was sort of like skeet ball, but not on a slant, and you didn't throw it.
Hmm.
It was like bowling, but little.
I've seen the stick bowling cabinets before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're older. It's a fun game. One of those mechanical ones that would be hard to
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
break.
They had a shuffleboard version of that too, that you could play shuffleboard against the computer,
Oh, nice.
but it was mechanical.
Neat.
But we played, oh, what were some of the games that really pop into my head from going to Nathan's? Frogger on the original cabinet. I don't have very strong memories of Donkey Kong, but I do have strong memories of Donkey Kong Jr.
Okay.
Yeah, the
One game that I played a lot in the arcade was the Simpsons arcade game. that you could have up to 4 players play on, and it was one of those large cabinets, and I played the shit out of that game. I beat it several times.
And yeah, that's my young childhood. And then like when I'm a little bit older, like in my teenagers, it's all about finding Neo Geo cabinets
Oh yeah,
at a convenience store and playing like I can't think of the names of the games.
Metal Slug and
Yeah, Metal Slug and
Street Fighter,
Streets of Fury,
Streets of Rage,
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage.
There was another one where there when I first learned what
Golden
was.
Axe.
It was a game where I learned what Iaido was. It was a fighting game like Street Fighter 2, and they used weapons, like they used swords. And there was this one guy who he was an Iaido master, and all his resting pose was him standing with his hand above the sheath of the sword, and all of his moves were draws. Oh God, what was that game? I'm gonna try to find it real quick.
Samurai Showdown, was it?
It was Samurai Showdown.
Okay, yeah, Samurai Showdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one where you could actually play as Hattori Hanzo.
Yeah, I love Samurai. I think Hattori Hanzo was probably that guy.
I think it was. Yeah, I actually have that game for Sega.
Samurai Showdown. Who were the characters in Samurai Showdown? That would have been 93? Dear God.
Yeah, long. I remember the first time I saw what an actual Neo Geo cartridge looked like and went, holy shit. Those things are huge.
God, I don't remember what the name of the show was, but there was this video game TV show that aired early in the morning before school, and I learned about Neo Geos from that show before they came out. And they were like, you can take your cartridge and put it in the Neo Geo at the store and then take it home and finish your game at home.
Wow.
That's Neo Geos could do that.
Awesome.
They had a slot.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. And it's just amazing that somebody committed so hard to that, having no clue that arcades were just going to disappear.
Well, the problem is no one saw arcades disappearing. They were a thriving business for 30 years. And honestly, the arcade is still going strong. It's just
I'm going to disagree with you. They're not arcades anymore.
They're kid casinos now. But
technically, they are.
They're kid casinos now. But yeah.
I mean,
I get that.
True that King has invested in Dave and Buster's, the
who?
company that makes Candy Crush?
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know.
I have not learned this from any real source, but I do know King does own arcades.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. But Prize arcades are basically casinos for kids.
Yeah, I can't. The Samurai Showdown is so old that there's no like fan wiki with a character list.
I'm sure. It's been such a long time. Yeah, it's such an old game. I'm sure there's a Neo Geo wiki somewhere that's got a character list on it. It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe.
There's got to be. So you just got to go digging.
Or you just find like a Reddit post or something.
Yeah, something somewhere. Yeah, Neo Geo, man. That was a good old Metal Slug. I think they're up. I think the most recent one I've seen is like Metal Slug 9 or something like that. They're up to now.
That is something that really interests me in getting to know each other and like understanding what our age different means with like pop culture. Like like I've told you a few times, like movies I'd seen in the theater that kind of blow your mind. Like I saw Superman 3 at drive-in.
Yeah, see, that movie was already an old movie on VHS that people had when I was growing up. So I was like, oh, okay, wow, that's cool.
To this, it's going to make me sound ancient, but I was born in 79, so I am in that weird in-between Gen X millennial period where I experienced things like drive-ins and some car hops that still existed before like Sonic brought them back.
I never did the car hop thing, but I have been to. I did go to drive-ins before. I used to live in Lakewood, and there was a drive-in out that we used to go to as a kid back before it
California
closed.
Really tried hard to keep them going.
It did, and they were going for till the mid '90s or so. Then they started.
What's crazy is a few of them reopened during the pandemic because it was a safe way to go to the movies.
Oh yeah. I actually think one of them out in Pasadena or something is still going on weekends. I think the one in
Riverside is still going.
That's the one. It might be the one in Riverside that's still going, but yeah, I don't know. That's
on
cool.
Van Buren. There's a good sushi place just down the street from it too. There were a few nights of we literally would drive out with intention to go to the drive-in and ended up saying, "Nah, let's not go to the movies and just go in and eat and sushi until we were gonna die."
Nice.
California has all-you-can-eat sushi places.
Yep.
Oregon does not.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
They don't exist.
Sounds like you need to come out to California again one of these days and we can go to sushi.
Yeah, but honestly, I think if I did, I would be disappointed because I think the quality of sushi at the not the not all you can eat places is a little better.
Fair.
Yeah, because in order to do all you can eat, you have to pre-cut, and that does affect the freshness of the fish. And you don't generally notice, but if you're eating the not pre-cut stuff all the time, you probably notice. But I don't know. We sometimes go to conveyor belt sushi, and that's fine.
Yeah, there's a Kura place that's literally around the corner from my house that I eat at all the time. It's getting expensive though. Their prices just went up again. Now it's like $4 a plate.
When I go to sushi, I can't sit at the bar anymore. I have to go to table
Oh, why?
because of dietary restrictions.
Ah.
If I sit at the bar, it pisses off the chefs.
That's
It's
unfortunate.
just guaranteed. The younger
unfortunate.
chefs don't seem to mind, but the ones that have been doing it for a long time. I had a dude slam his knife into the cutting board and leave the building.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It's a shame. That
Yeah.
guy was just an ass too. I mean, sometimes people can just be asses.
Oh yeah.
I want sushi. I'm literally thinking I'm going to surprise Heather and be like, hey, you said you wanted to go to Trader Joe's after I finished the podcast. You want to stop by the super sushi bar and split a thing?
Nice. I mean, it's the night is still young.
One time I surprised her. We went to church. We went to like
Mhm.
Good Friday service or something. We went to church. And then afterwards, I say, want to go find a place that sells a shrimp cocktail
Nice.
and split it? And she was like, is that possible? I was like, you would be shocked how many places serve shrimp cocktail. It's incredibly common.
Yeah. It's really not that hard to do. It's a few shrimp and some cocktail sauce.
Yeah. It's just some places have it better than others. Like if you
Yeah.
go to a really good Mexican place, you can get like a fishbowl shrimp cocktail. It
Oh,
would be
yeah.
amazing.
I mean, you go to a really nice Mexican place, they probably have a pretty good ceviche.
But if you go to like a steakhouse, it might
Yeah.
be different.
Yeah.
It might be amazing though. I mean, you might get an incredible shrimp cocktail at a steakhouse. I went to a bar in San Francisco once and ordered a Bloody Mary, and I got back the most incredible. I wish I would have taken a picture of it.
Oh, is it one of those ones that comes with all that extra crap in top of the glass?
It
The fried
had-
chicken and
It
the...
had carrots, whole pieces of honeydew melon,
Mm.
a skewer with shrimp on it. It's crazy because all I told him was fish is okay, no other meat, and they came to me with this thing that you ate more than drank.
Nice.
Bloody Mary is one of my I like that they're polarizing. I like
Mm.
that. It's not a weird food at all. It's
No.
just some people just don't like them. Some people don't like savory drinks.
No, I'm honestly not that big a fan of tomato juice, but you heat it up and call it soup and I'll drink it. So,
But listeners, I'm not showing off by this, but there are very few things I don't like. I like prairie oysters quite a bit.
yeah, see, we call
And
this
it's
an
not just
as they said on Community, we call this an explanobrag.
I'm not bragging
I know you're not. You're
Because-
explaining something.
because a prairie oyster, you would think I was pretty weird and gross for drinking this thing. I imagine most people do. I will explain what it is. You know what it is?
Yes.
Yay.
Mike drinks one in an episode of Cowboy Bebop.
It is a raw egg with some form of umami sauce. It's usually Worcestershire, but it could be like soy or some other
Yeah.
kind of umami sauce. I've seen
Some pepper.
people put things like Vegemite in it.
Yeah, but Australians are weird.
I don't think they were Australian, but
British people are weird. Who the fuck
Um,
else is going to eat Vegemite? Come on.
I like Marmite. You can get gluten-free Marmite.
Brian, we've established a long time ago that you're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
Food
weird
waste.
things.
I mean, I eat orange pills. I mean, I have met maybe 2 or 3 people who are like, yeah, that's fine. I know people who do that.
Hey guys, go on our Patreon and spam at Brian that he's weird for the shit that he eats, please. So I'm
Go
not
on
the only one telling you.
Discord.
I
You're on
said Discord, didn't I?
You said Patreon.
Apologies. People of Patreon, go on our Discord and yell at Brian at how weird he's being, please.
Prairie oysters are good. So prairie oyster is some kind of umami with some kind of hot sauce and a raw egg.
I had a little bit of black pepper on the one I had.
Oh, I've done that too.
It helped.
I've never actually had one as hangover food.
Supposedly it's a hangover cure.
Yeah.
It didn't help mine at all. If anything, it made me feel like throwing up again.
Hangover cures for me have always been greasy food. I like greasy food for a hangover, and it always seems to work.
My favorite hangover cure is just not drinking.
Yeah. From what I understand, what causes a hangover, eating greasy food should make a hangover worse. But I know a lot of people who swear that eating greasy food cures their hangover.
Well, they found that science has found that the hangover itself is caused not purely from dehydration, but the breaking down of the alcohol actually creates a different toxin in your system that is what makes you feel like
Oh,
such shit.
so maybe you're just overriding it with endorphins
That's part of
by
it.
eating like greasy food.
Yeah, that's part of it, I'm sure. I don't know. Part of it might also be psychosomatic. Who knows? I just don't drink. I don't drink really, so it helps.
I think a lot of the weird stuff I eat has to do with creativity. I honestly think
Mm,
it does because my creativity, especially the fact that a lot of my favorite foods I can never eat again unless I
mm.
make them. Like,
Yeah, there's something to be said for that.
I don't know if it's even possible to make gluten-free funnel cake.
I think by definition, yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, I
not how
don't.
that works.
I don't know if it's possible to make gluten-free phyllo dough that's even close to what phyllo dough is.
Again, by definition, I don't
Yeah,
think you can. Yeah.
I have had gluten-free pastries that are good. I've had eclairs that are amazing. They're very hard to find.
Hmm. Probably a little on the pricey side too.
Yeah.
Oops, excuse me.
There's a place in Olympia, Washington that has gluten-free pastries that are like a cross between a scone and a croissant. And dear God, they're good. He
Nice.
makes savory and sweet ones, and he'll cover them in cream cheese or buttercream or just sugar if you're a vegan.
Okay, neat.
Yeah, yeah, good stuff. See, I like things that aren't weird too. I also trying to think of something really good that I really like that would horrify people. The orange pills horrifies most people.
It's weird. Not the weirdest, but weird.
I
I mean,
explained to you where it came
no.
from. My mom, when she was pregnant, started developing bruising, and her
Mm,
doctor said it was from a deficiency of a nutrient called riboflavonoids that are very common in orange peels. So the doctor said, try eating orange pills. It should help with the bruising.
hmm.
So she continued to do that when I was little. And you eat what your parents eat.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. She was like, she ended up getting a taste for it because she had to do it to help with her bruising and it worked. And then, but my aunt called bullshit on that story and says that my mom's always been a garbage disposal. So
Something to be said for that too.
maybe it's just genetic.
Or it could just be that you're weird, Brian.
Yeah. Weird is fine.
Yeah,
Weird, weird is
nothing wrong
weird,
with weird.
weird can be the new normal.
Absolutely. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I like, what are your favorite ways to have eggs?
I've always been a fan of the simple fry job. I'm an over medium or even an over hard kind
Yeah.
of guy.
Yeah. Those are good.
Scrambled can be good. I don't like runny scrambled though.
Yeah.
If they're
Yeah.
going to be scrambled, they have to be scrambled well. There's just
I
something
was
about the
introduced
texture of overly runny egg that just no.
I was introduced to French scrambled, and I used to think I wouldn't like it, and then I ended up liking it. But I don't think it's for everyone.
I don't know what that even means.
It's when scrambled eggs look more like cottage cheese than
Oh,
scrambled eggs.
good God, no,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. It's they don't you
Yeah,
basically every time the eggs start to harden, so you constantly stir the eggs,
yeah.
and
The
every
Japanese do it
time
that way too, and
every time curds form, you take the pan off the heat and you keep stirring
mhm,
it, and then you put it back on the heat. And then I
yeah.
really like it. I think it doesn't even taste like eggs. I think it kind of tastes like cheese. I think it's really good.
Yeah, that's the Gordon Ramsay method. He does them that way
Yeah.
too, and I'm not a fan. I like my if I'm gonna have egg, I want it to be firm. The I don't know what it is, it's just texture things. Like the certain amount of sliminess is just immediately my body just goes no.
But I think my favorite egg recipe outside of my deviation is egg in a hole.
Oh, you mean egg in a basket
Yeah, same thing.
or egg toast or whatever the hell you
Or
want to
egg in
call
a
it?
nest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically you take a piece of toast, cut a hole out of it, crack an egg into it, cook it, flip it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
best of both worlds.
What's funny is I always made it that way. And then I ran into someone else who was like, "Oh, you're making egg in a basket? I'll make it too." And they made theirs and they covered the bread in butter.
Yeah, you can
I
do it that way too.
A lot of people do it that
Or
way.
you just put some butter in the pan, then put the bread down. However, yeah.
Yeah. I've made it with cooking spray many times.
See, yeah, well, see, that's the thing. When I growing up as a kid, my mom was she was allergic to milk as a child, so she never used butter for anything. So it was always we used a little bit of vegetable oil, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of cooking spray, or that was
Yeah.
it. It wasn't until my I got out away from my mother that I was able to start using butter to cook with, and oh my God.
The same thing's true for me.
Yeah, same thing with like
I never really could cook with butter until I got away from my mom.
yeah, same thing with like mac and cheese and everything. Whenever we had mac and cheese, it was never made with actual butter. We always used margarine if we used anything.
How do you make mac and cheese?
How do I make mac and cheese? Well, the blue box.
Okay.
You boil the noodles and either over the stove or in the microwave. You then stir in the packet, quarter cup of milk, quarter
So-
stick of butter, and go to town.
So unfortunately, this could blow your mind. I've never had Blue Box.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I have had gluten-free boxed mac and cheese, but most of them have a liquid, not a powder. I have
Okay.
had one that has a powder, and it
Yeah.
was good, but
The Velveeta's the powder was always cheap when I was a kid, and we weren't rich, so we all ate what we could. So nothing wrong with it. It's a nostalgia thing. I love boxed mac and cheese. I love
The
all mac and
way-
cheeses.
the way I
Velveeta's
make-
good.
the way I make mac and cheese is odd. Do you know how to make a roux?
Yeah.
So you make a roux, and you add milk to it to make a bechamel sauce,
Okay.
and then you add cheese to that and whisk it until
Yeah,
it turns into a creamy cheese sauce, and then you
Yeah.
pour that on pre-made pasta.
Yeah. So you're actually less mac and cheese, more casserole. I get it.
No, I don't bake it in the oven.
Okay, but it's still it's a bechamel, and it's not just
Yeah, mine's
straight
more
cheese,
like
it's
French,
a cream
French,
sauce.
French
Yeah, it's the
cheese and
French
cheese.
style.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you watched a lot of Julia Child growing up, didn't you?
No, my mom catered.
And she had a
So-
very heavy French style.
I would sit and read the Blue Cookbook,
Which was probably Julia Child's.
the Better
Cooking.
Homes and Gardens
Yeah.
Standard Cook.
Yeah, whatever.
I
Yeah,
still have one.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a
I
very
will
heavily
say-
French influence.
If you want to have a really good baked potato, the recipe for baked potato in that book is really good. I can tell you. So, oven preheated to 500 degrees,
Jesus Christ!
and then
Might as well
You-
get a fucking pizza oven.
yeah, oven preheated. 475 will work too. So
God damn.
475, 500 degrees, and then you take the biggest russet potato you can stomach, to taste like, and then you brush it with olive oil, and then you put kosher salt all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't, it's to taste. I mean, I make it look like a salt bagel from New York,
Okay.
if you know what that is.
Nope, never been to New York.
It's a bagel covered in kosher salt.
I have an idea of what
Yeah.
salt bagel
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be, yes.
Or I make it look like a pretzel. That makes sense.
There you go. Sure.
Okay. And then I bake that for about 45 minutes to an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a long time at that high of a temperature. Jesus
Oh, yeah.
Christ.
how is
How is it even a potato?
leather.
It sounds like a fucking brick at that point.
Sometimes it has to be like an hour and 20 minutes. Well, I will tell you, my minimum potato size is usually 1.5 pounds.
What the actual fuck is wrong with you, dude?
So it's like bigger than a
Okay.
claim
so,
jumper baked potato.
Yeah, see, most people when they buy potatoes, they buy a bag and it has lots of potatoes in them. You go to like a farmer's market and go, I want
No,
the
I
biggest
don't. I go
potato
to the
you
regular grocery
A
store and I go to where the
pound and a
loose
half?
baked potatoes
Do
and
you
I
know
find
how
the biggest
big a
freaking ones.
fucking
They have
pound
them
and a
at
half
like
is?
regular
My
stores.
Christ, dude. That's big ass potato.
So one time I got this like 2.5 pound potato. It was insane. I wouldn't eat a potato that big, but my stepdad at the time insisted I make this for him. And because he liked the way I made mashed baked potatoes, and he handed me this giant potato, and I said, "That's too much for you to eat." And he goes, "No, I want it." And I was like, "Okay." So I made it, and
6 hours later.
it was like the pile on the plate kept getting higher and higher and higher as he's taking flesh out of the potato, and I'm like, it's like a bag of holding.
The potato that never ends.
But it was seriously, he didn't want to stop. He wanted to finish the damn thing. And I'm like, dude, you're like man versus food. You should quit. You can save the rest for later. It's ridiculous. But you expect it to be like Mary Poppins and you pull a lamp out of the damn thing. So
The never ending potato. The everlasting gobstopper.
Now I will admit to the listeners that I have a bit of a tendency to be able to my stomach might as well be a bag of holding. I can just not stop. So it's not a good thing, but I can do that. When I was just near the end of college, I would make extra money by hustling people in eating and drinking contests.
Nice.
Yeah. And this was I would never have had that idea if an old pastor of mine hadn't put it in my head,
Wow.
because he told me he did the same thing when he was in college. And I was like, I could do that.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Because I would just be like, I'll drink that whole bottle of hot sauce, or I'll I bet you I can eat more wings than you, or I bet you I could eat more of this than you.
Oh yeah, we all have those. We all have those friends.
Yeah, yeah, they were different days. But no,
Mhm.
the body doesn't have to adapt. I can just do that.
Mm.
It I my dad entered me in some competitive eating contest stuff when I was a little kid too. So, maybe I guess you could call it abuse.
No, it's called training.
The restaurant doesn't exist anymore, but there was a restaurant that had my name on a plaque with a picture of this little kid next to it. It was me, but
I would hope so. Otherwise, it's identity theft.
yeah, and
So that's the kid you replaced.
I think it was 233 wings
wow.
in an hour.
So when that kid died and you took his place, they just said that you were the winner, right?
Oh, that's good. That's good. So listeners, I hope you appreciate this little time. Dave and I like to hang out, and it's nice that we got to. And David had the wisdom to have me put the cover on the bird. I never would have thought to do that when I'm in the room.
Hey, it worked, right? I mean, they haven't made a peep since. So
Yeah, I didn't know if he would like that.
as my grandma used to say, "Boom, boom, out go the lights."
I'm looking around because I don't know where his noise machine is. Oh, it's in the trash can.
Maybe he doesn't need it anymore.
So, listeners, we are going to end this show, and we're going to switch to our bonus episode that you can find on our Patreon at patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio.
Yeah, thanks for
joining
sticking with us
today.
through the no topic episode where we just kind of rambled.
Yeah, this has been Nerd Podcast Radio. Stay nerdy, stay informed, stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
Thanks for listening to our nerd show. Podcast Radio.